Hello students of 8th standard. After a long gap, we are starting again the lectures of the science subject. That is nothing but here we are going to study the 6th lesson, that is nothing but composition of matter. Now, what do you know about the matter? See in your textbook. What are the various states of a matter? So whenever you see, there are few states of the matter. Which are they? They are nothing but solid, liquid, gases. What is the difference in, you can say, ice, water and steam? Ice, water and steam, they are the constituents of the water. But they are having their states different. Ice is in a solid state. Water is in a liquid state and steam is in a gaseous state. What are the smallest particles of the matter called? The smallest particle of the matter are called as atoms. Then see, what are the types of the matters? So see, the types of the matters are nothing but solid, liquid and gases. Now see, we are seeing in the previous standard about the objects which are around us and also those which cannot be seen are made as, you can say, same or the other matter. You have to classify this into three groups. They are nothing but here, cold drink, it is nothing but a liquid, so it is in a liquid state. Air, it is in a gaseous state, that is it is a mixture of gases, therefore we include it in the gaseous state. Then sherbet, it is in a liquid state, therefore we include it in a liquid state. Then soil is nothing but solid, therefore we include it in a solid state. Then water is in a liquid state, therefore we include it in a liquid state. Then again cement is nothing but solid state, then we include it in a solid state. Then again woods are nothing but, wood is nothing but solid, therefore we include it in a solid state. What are the states of matter that used on criteria for the above classification? So whenever we see the criteria of the classification of above words, or you can say above things, what we have done, we have used the criteria solid, liquid and gases. Now what you have to do, see here, you have to take some mustard seeds in a transparent plastic jar. What you have to do, you have to take some mustard seeds in a plastic jar. Thread a long thread at the center of the big balloon by, you can say, by means of a needle and tie it tightly. So what you have to do, you have to tie a balloon at the center with the thread. Then see, stretch this rubber diaphragm and fix it to the mouth of the jar. You want to fix it to the mouth of the jar by means of a rubber band. Now you want to pull the diaphragm and with the help of the thread, first slowly, then moderately and then vigorously. Then you have to record your observation in the following things. So what following? Table. What does it tells here? If there is a slow, if you pull the thread slow, there will be vibration in the same place. If we pull it with a moderate force, then there will be a, you can say, pulling with a moderate place. Then see, vigorously, then the movement will be also vigorously. On the above experiment, we can tell that energy is applied less or more, or mustard seeds can be pulled by the diaphragm up and down, making them move differently. The parts in the solid, liquid, the particles in the solid and liquid gases, states of matters, have movement somewhat similar to each other. This we have seen in the solid, liquid and gases. See here, an intermolecular force of attraction acts between the particles. Suppose if you consider one of the object or one of the thing, the object or a particle, you can say object or anything is made up of a particular particles. Now what happens here? An intermolecular force of attraction acts between the particles. There are various types of particles which are present in between the thing, or you can say in between the matter. Now the forces of attraction are acting between these particles. The particles may be atom, or you can say molecules of matter. So you can say particles may be atoms, or you can say molecules of the matter. The extent of particle movement is determined by the strength of the force. Now, whichever force holds these particles tells us that the particle movement is determined by the strength of the force. That means the particles, whenever they are held together, the force that holds them together is very important. Then see, the particles of solid are very close to each other. Whenever you see the particles of the solid, they are very close to each other and vibrate at their fixed position. Whenever you see them, they vibrate at the fixed position. Then see, due to this, the solids get properties. Now what happens? As these particles vibrate at a fixed position, they are having particular properties in them. That properties are, you can say, or the properties like definite shape. The solid has a definite shape, and volume. It has both shape and volume. Definite shape and volume. And also it has high density. The solid has definite shape, definite volume, high density and non-compressibility. Why this is told here? There is a non-compressibility because the structure of the solid is very hard. If we press them with our fingers, it cannot be pressed. Therefore, we call it as a non-compressible, or it has a property of non-compressibility. Then see here, the strength of the intermolecular force is moderate in liquid. Whenever you see in liquid, the intermolecular force is moderate in liquid state. That means it is in a not more or not less. The intermolecular force is moderate. Though it is not strong, the force is not strong enough to fix the particles. The force here, whichever is obtained, is not enough to fix the particles in the definite position. Therefore, we know that water flows whenever we pour the water, or whenever we pour the water on the desk or any of the object, it tries to flow. It is strong enough to hold them together. So, there is a no, you can say, definite force which can hold these particles together. As a result, liquids have definite volume, but they have a definite volume. How they have a definite volume? Because they have fluidity. What they are having? They are having a fluidity. And shape is not definite. Shape is not definite, but whichever, if it can change whenever we put it in another container. So the liquid is not having any shape. It takes the shape according to the container. So see, intermolecular forces is very weak. So whenever you consider the intermolecular forces in case of gases, it is very weak, and therefore the constituent particles of the gases move freely. So therefore the gases can move freely here and there and occupy the available spaces, whichever the spaces they may have. they may get there. Consequently, gases have neither shape nor volume. Once again I will repeat this. See here, solids are having a definite shape, definite volume, definite high density but non-compressibility. Whenever we consider the liquid is not having a definite shape but it is having a definite volume and it is little compressible. Whenever we see the gases are freely moving. They have a, you can say, they have a high pressure. They can be filled with a high pressure and they exert a, you can say, force onto the wall of the containers. And there is a very little force of attraction between the molecules of the gases.